Good morning, friends. Today I am here to talk about effective time management. Yes, time is one thing that we cannot catch hold of and stop. So, time goes on and we have to make the best use of it. So, how can we do that? So, the first thing to do is to make an effective strategy, draw up a plan. So, in that plan, you will have long term and short term goals. And when you have a strategy, you can boost your productivity, reduce stress, and enhance your well being, and help you to get more creative work done on time. You should list long term and short term goals, write them down, and then you can tick them off as you go along. You have to chalk out your priorities. There are some important tasks, there are some top priority tasks, and there are some which can be done at a later time. So, according to that order, you can just list it according to order of importance, finish it off, tick it off, and then you know you're done. So, you don't stress unnecessarily. Then, essentials you cannot skip. Food. Many people think that they will run and just quickly, or while they're working, just guzzle down some food, gobble it up, don't even concentrate on chewing it, and then you're back to work. Some people make do with a sandwich, some people make do with talking while they're working on the phone and just spooning down their food. So this is not good. You have to spend time set aside for only food. Concentrate on sit down at the table and concentrate only on eating. Then exercise also is very important. I have stressed this before in another video, that whatever you are doing, exercise is important, whatever your age group. Depending upon your age group, the intensity increases or decreases. So you just see that you have a proper exercise schedule and don't skip on that. Then your 8 hours of sleep are absolutely essential. That is a go to thing, that is something that cannot be compromised with, because when you compromise with your sleep, automatically your health goes down. List time robbers. Now, what are time robbers? Time robbers are those things. There is another video on time robbers itself, so you can identify them. You can go down in my video list and check it. Time robbers are those things that take you away from the essential tasks which are at hand. For example, scrolling through the phone, then chatting unnecessarily or messaging unnecessarily, and then just talking to friends for a long period of time. Many people do that. Sometimes I do it also, but first I make sure that all my important tasks are done. Then make it a habit of reading at least 1 hour a day. In the middle of your exams, I'm not telling you, but I'm just telling you, make it a part of your habit. So if you're doing study material or you're reading a book, set aside 1 hour for reading every day. So reading is very important, because just like food for the body, you need food for the mind and the things which you're going to create. So if you don't put in something, how are you going to get anything out? Then you also, I told you, have to maintain a writing record. So maintain a gratitude journal or a work done journal, in which you also list how many jobs you got done and your targets achieved or not achieved. Then avoid multitasking. Like I said, while you're working, you're eating, or while you're watching TV, you're exercising and you're trying to work. And so many things, people do it nowadays because they think that's the hep thing to do. It's not the hep thing to do. It's a thing like, burning your candle at both ends. If you take a candle and you try to burn it from the top and the bottom, it's going to burn out very rapidly, and you don't want to die when you're young. And that is exactly what you will be doing. You will be burning the candle at both ends. Now, break your work into doable tasks, into small time zones. They talk about the time which you cut it into 25 minutes intervals, then take a break. You can get your work done. Pomodoro effect. Then implement these tips and techniques wisely. After telling you so many things, there are a few things which will go into your mind and a few of the things you will remember. Don't skip on them. Just make sure that you take your time and you take your energy and you strategize everything. Then you make sure that you have your parents and your friends supporting you in whatever you do. You tell them that these are the things which I have set aside, and these are the things which I want to achieve within this particular time. So also write down the time frame. If you write down the time frame, that is very good, because you know that you have maintained it, or you are running short, running behind, or you are ahead of your work. Preferably be always ahead of your work. Like if you have to get some uh, presentations and all done, get it done before time. If you've got an exam to prepare for it before time. Don't wait for things like the electricity going out or a storm coming up and you not being able to do it. Preferably also make sure that at that time nobody comes for parties, and there are no functions which are held at the house level which involve everyone, because that is very distracting. Now I have a nephew of mine, and he's always attending some exams, so he doesn't even attend weddings and engagements. So strict he is about his own schedule, and even his parents are supportive in that and say, yeah, yeah, don't disturb him. And I think that is very essential, because then only can you get some work done and some results, if everyone is helping you and you have this this backup community support from your family and friends. So make that sure that you have that. And you're going to reduce your stress. What is stress? Stress is just the fact that you have set yourself some goals, you have set yourself some plans, and now you're not able to do it on time. The very fact that you're not able to do it on time, and you feel like the exams have come close and I'm not yet prepared, or I had this presentation to do and it's not done, or there is a deadline on my PhD submissions and I haven't done it. There are so many tasks which come to mind. We have assessments and evaluative assessments at the end of the term or at the beginning of a term, so those things are lengthy and laborious. So it's better to get them done beforehand. Don't wait for the last minute. Never wait for the last minute, because that is the first step towards getting stressed out and raising the blood pressure levels and raising all kind of levels, not sleeping at night. Many times I remember when we had to face the NAC, for the NAC assessment, we would be working throughout the day, after office hours, and then when you come back, your mind is not sleeping, your mind is working on those things. Yeah, when you've gone to sleep, I used to see those files and folders and say, oh, this is not done, that is not done, how am I going to get this done? And then suddenly remember, oh, this was out of my mind totally. So always write it down. Write down everything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then as you tick it off, you're done with it. You don't forget, because when you are overloaded with work, you're definitely going to forget. And if you're not going to forget there, then you're going to have a mental block of some kind when you're in the middle of a paper. So as I keep saying and stressing every time, just make sure that you get your tasks done on time, that you are there beforehand, that you have revised several times beforehand, that you're not dependent upon the electricity and friends coming and going and other things going to upset your tasks at hand. And this is what is basically time management. Don't just sit and gaze at the stars. There is a time for that. There is a time to sit on the swing and to just, while away your time when all the work is done, and then you're there to celebrate. Yes, I've scored the maximum. I've been selected. I made that particular grade. I've got that particular presentation done. I've got that particular promotion under wraps. And then that's the time to celebrate. Then I say, go ahead and just celebrate whatever you want to do. Then for 3-4 days, you take a break and just enjoy yourself. Because see, the mind is something that is, it's like a machine. You can't overburden it. Like you say, the system breaks down, or a machinery, the mixie is being run for so long, especially when you're making idlis and those heavy things. So then it'll break down if it is overheated. So don't overheat yourself and your brain and your entire system. Don't do that. Just take a chill pill, relax, strategize, get the work done. And tell me about it when you have achieved these goals. I keep telling you about mine, so you tell me about yours. I want a little more participation from you guys, from your side, via comments, via whether you liked it or not, and what you would like to listen to. Some of my viewers, they write that we like this particular thing and we want some more descriptive matter on it. So I would appreciate that kind of a feedback from you. So thank you so much for watching my video, and here's hoping to get some feedback from you. Take care and have a wonderful day.